The Maritime Theater Missile Defense Forum conducted the at-sea demonstration 2015 on the North Atlantic Ocean under a multinational effort.
So USS Mount Whitney is an enabler for this exercise. Our partner nations that are part of ASD-15 can be here to witness the execution of the exercise.
Today we had a very important day. We worked very hard collectively with the MDM Forum, many nations involved, to make a next step in proving the concept of missile defense. It was an at-sea demonstration where we proved that we can take out missiles, we can detect them at high altitude at the same time, which was a big step.
I think it's extremely significant that we've demonstrated with a live test the ability of a flotilla of ships to simultaneously take out a missile threat, a ballistic missile threat, and a cruise missile threat. That's never been done before. And in that sense, it's historic. And it's doubly historic because it's not just the United States Navy, but it's a group of 8 nations that have come here with 11 ships that are totally interconnected and internetted that have demonstrated this capability today.
The goal of the Maritime Theater Missile Defense Forum is to provide protection against the proliferation of short, medium, and long-range ballistic missiles. Specialist Raul Pacheco, North Atlantic Ocean.
Over older EA-60 aircraft. Black Knights of CSA 154. These Super Hornets are powered by 2 General Electric. They roll in and strike their targets.
Once they get nose low over there, they go to the water. There's no bullets today.
Fire Program 146 was commissioned in 1956 as Black Hill by the FBI. With improved avionics and radar detection ranges. From Minnesota will approach 9-1 will execute a nose-free search and rescue helicopter, which can also perform surface surveillance coordination, personnel transfer, naval special order support, and vertical replenishment missions. FA-60 was well prepared to aggressively destroy small aircraft and land targets during combat search and rescue or special forces operations. Ahead of you and to the left of show center, you will see the formation led by Banger 6-1. And then after review, please give a warm round of applause for Fire
It's a complete honor to put on this blue flight suit every day and represent 500,000 sailors and Marines out there, day in and day out. Those are the guys out there that are protecting us and providing that blanket of freedom so we can sleep well at night.
The mission of the Blue Angels is really twofold. We want to educate and we want to inspire. We've got a very small team, 130 sailors and Marines. We can show firsthand to the taxpayer, the American public, the pride, professionalism of the average sailor and Marine out there in the world. So hopefully along the way we can inspire some young people to maybe follow in our footsteps 10 or 15 years from now.
What we want to do is just get people excited about aviation.
Most people in America don't get a chance to see what we do, whether it's overseas or in our day-to-day lives. So the chance to come out to an air show and see a representative of the Navy and the Marine Corps put on an air show and show what our capabilities are, it's got to be a real treat for everybody. And it's a real treat for us to show them that as well.
Well, if you haven't had a chance to come out and watch the Blue Angels, I encourage people to do it. The first thing they're going to notice is they're going to see all these men and women running around these airplanes getting them ready to fly. Believe it or not, I'm one of the few pilots on the planet that doesn't pre-flight my own jet. It's that level of trust and that teamwork that goes into every Blue Angel demonstration. Once the flying starts, the first thing they're going to see is Fat Albert, our C-130 Hercules flying around. They're going to do about a 10-minute demonstration and show you the capabilities of the C-130 aircraft.
And everybody loves reading the poetry, slip the surly bonds of earth and touch the sky. Fat Albert does it more gracefully than anything I've ever been in.
From there you're going to see the jets take off. You see the formation flying that all Navy and Marine Corps pilots are taught to do. We call it the Blue Angel Diamond.
Ready, break.
And then you'll see Blue Angel 5 and 6 who are our solo pilots, and we're going to max perform the aircraft. So we're going to show the audience what the F-18 is capable of doing.
In the Blue Angel, we pretty much personify teamwork, that's being demonstrated throughout the fleet.
Everyone's on the same page for maintenance. We get these jets fixed so quickly and efficiently. It's just a great team effort.
Being a part of this team is a real great honor, but I would say that you could take anybody from the fleet, in the Navy, the Marine Corps, and put them in this position. I mean, we're just a microcosm for what the fleet is.
The best part of this job, everyone asks me, is it the flying? No, it has nothing to do with flying. It has everything to do with the folks that I get to work with on a daily basis. The caliber of people is really amazing. I got 540,000 of my brothers and sisters that serve in the Navy and the Marine Corps. And they've entrusted me to travel the country and represent them, show the American public what they do on a daily basis. It's an honor.
We are your United States Navy Blue Angels.
We are your United States
Navy Blue Angels.
We're glad to be here with y'all today. We're from AR Medcom.
On November 15th, 2012, Army Reserve Medical Command soldiers held a class for students of St. Petersburg College Seminole campus. The soldiers demonstrated basic modern Army combative techniques.
Grab, I go. Here.
The presentation was part of a week-long Veterans Day appreciation held by St. Petersburg College. Modern Army combatives are hand-to-hand combat techniques built by Army Rangers from several different forms of martial arts. Many of the St. Petersburg College students found the class fun, exciting, and informational. Reporting from Seminole, Florida for the Army Reserve Medical Command, I'm Specialist Gustavo Sebrin.
The long, cold days of training and exercise Steadfast Jazz culminated today in a massive live-fire demonstration at the Drosko-Pomorskie training area in Poland. Attended by hundreds of international dignitaries, military leaders, and political figures, the demonstration of international military cooperation highlights the focus of maintaining the exceptional level of interoperability for the NATO forces.
Marusz. What we need to now look at is what is it that holds NATO together? For some decades, we had the Warsaw Pact. Then we transitioned into many of our nations participating in a coalition in Iraq. And then for the last 12 years, we've had an actual NATO mission in Afghanistan. So right now, our cohesiveness, our interoperability is the best it's ever been. So what happens as we come out of Afghanistan so that we don't lose that cohesiveness? And I think you see the beginning of it right here in this exercise.
Capitalizing on the lessons, experience, and knowledge gained from Operation Afghanistan, NATO will look forward to the future and maintaining that expertise.
The challenge is that we will all have to focus on maintaining that cohesiveness, maintaining that compatibility after ISAF. We have had a period of counterinsurgency warfare. What we have not had a period of is high-intensity conflict. What you saw out there on the battlefield today was high-intensity conflict. And I think that's the challenge now, to begin a training regimen that better readies us for the mission that we have not been doing for the last 12 years. Certainly fighting together in Afghanistan has brought us together and built cohesiveness. Now we need to transfer that also into the high-end fight. These soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines that practice today, they're good because they practice together. And that's what NATO's all about. Being together, collective defense, ready for the next fight.
As Steadfast Jazz 2013 draws to a close, NATO will continue to use exercises of this type to further enhance their capabilities and cooperation while preparing for conflicts that may arise in the future. Reporting from Poland, I'm U.S. Army Sergeant First Class Seth Lauder.